What's going on, everybody? It's DG from DG Mindset. Do you feel like sometimes your life could be so much more? Like, do you have this feeling of like, man, I know I can do more. I know I can be more. If you have that feeling, you came to the right place. Because what we're going to talk about today is the 5 life hacks to drastically change the trajectory of your life. See, what a lot of successful people don't tell us is they won't tell us the everyday things that they do that seem small, but pay huge dividends. We're going to talk about that today. By the way, make sure that you like and subscribe, because if you think this is something, you haven't seen anything yet. A lot of us are always so focused on getting up early, right? The early bird gets the worm. You got to make sure that you get up. And while that is important, you can't get up if you don't go to bed. That is the life hack no one ever tells you. These guys who are getting up at 4 a.m, they're going to bed at 9 o'clock at night. They're able to say no to all the distraction, whether it's going out to the club, whether it's drinking, whether it's doing all those things that are taking away from your ability to be able to get up. So I get up at about 5 o'clock every morning. I make sure that my phone is off by 9:15 and I'm in bed, asleep, no later than 9:45. This affords me the opportunity to even be able to get up. So you can't get up without going to bed, which leads us to the second life hack. Now that you're going to bed earlier and you're able to get up earlier, the first thing that you need to do is meditate. Before the life starts doing what it does and your thoughts are going on all over the place, you're able to just tune in and concentrate on your breathing. Maybe it's a sensation. We call this your home base in meditation. Finding your home base before the rigmarole of life has taken over. If I get up at 5 a.m, before my feet hit the ground, I'm starting my meditation for 15 to 20 minutes. And the reason why we're doing this is because we're starting the day from a heightened level of awareness. However you start the day will usually determine where you're going to end it at. We're going to have moments where we'll slip throughout the day. Maybe this happened, a coworker said this, or maybe our spouse or our kids put us in a lower state of consciousness. So this is why meditation is vital of you starting the day. To make it simple, here's what you do. Go ahead and close your eyes. And every time you take an inhale, it's slow, 4-second count. And when you exhale, you will count down from the number 30. So I'm counting down at 29. Inhale for 4 seconds. Now we'll exhale, 28. And we'll keep going all the way down. I can guarantee you this. At some point, you're going to lose track because thoughts will start popping in. Let's just say you're at number 25 and now the thoughts popped in. You're thinking about what you have to do later. You got this presentation you have to give. When you realize that you're not thinking about counting down, that's the moment that meditation is actually kicking in, because it's heightening your level of awareness. Which leads us to the third thing, journaling. Now, I can speak for guys. This is something that we don't do often enough. We don't journal. And here's why journaling is really important. Journaling allows you to heighten your level of awareness of what you're thinking and what you're feeling. And what you're thinking and what you're feeling is actually what life is. Once you finish meditating, the first thing you need to do before you grab your phone, before you do anything else, grab a piece of paper and grab a pen and just sit down and write down everything that you're thinking. I don't care if you're thinking about hot dogs at 6 a.m. Whatever it is, go ahead and write it down, because now you are aware that you're thinking hot dogs. So now later in the day, when something comes up or something happens, you will have the level of awareness of what you're thinking and how you're perceiving that situation instead of getting caught up in the autopilot of the ego. So I will tell you this for guys, especially you being able to journal every day, the silent game changer that nobody ever tells us. You can journal every single day. Life will change drastically over the span of about 2 to 3 weeks. It'll be subtle changes in your awareness, but then over the course of 2 or 3 weeks, you'll realize, wow, that doesn't bother me anymore. And it will be directly correlated to your ability to journal. Which leads us to the next thing, breathing, consciously breathing. See, all your stresses, all your fears, all your anxieties, all your worries, they're happening up there in the future. And all your regret, all your shame, all your guilt, all your depression is happening with thoughts that are in the past. Nothing but peace, love, and joy is taking place in this present moment. That's all that's happening in the present moment right now. So when I am consciously breathing, when I'm bringing my awareness back to my physical body, that means my mind is present. And when my mind is present, I won't have these negative intrusive thoughts from the past and the future. Do you see? So this is why consciously breathing, even for 5 breaths every hour, go ahead and try it. When you take a conscious breath in and then out, you're not thinking about anything else. Just by you doing this throughout the day, here and there, it will heighten your level of awareness as well. Which brings us to the next one, making sure that you affirm yourself throughout the day. And here's a little life hack. This is a hack within a hack. Make sure you take note. Affirming yourself every time you walk through a doorway. You get in your car, there's 1. You get out of your car, there's 2. You walked into work, there's 3. Then you came back out of work, there was 4. Every time you go in a doorway and you come out a doorway, you will affirm your affirmation. On average, you will walk through between 130 and 150 doorways a day. Can you imagine how many times you've told yourself this throughout the week? You've affirmed yourself this affirmation over and over and over again, thousands of times throughout the month. Well, eventually, as we know, if we hear something enough, eventually we're going to start to believe it. And that's when you'll see life start to change for you. I hope this helped you. I know it's helped me drastically, and all I'm doing is giving you all the life hacks that these quote-unquote successful people do that they don't tell. So I'm giving it away to you. If you got something out of this, go ahead and hit like, go ahead and hit subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video. And until then, make sure you're tapping in to these 5 hacks so you can drastically change the trajectory of your life. This is your boy DG, and I'm out of here.